birthday on this November 11th, 11/11. I want to give honor and say a few words of thanks to those who have served in the military in all capacities for our country to keep us safe and protected. And thank you so much for all that you've done and continue to do, and the memory and the legacy that you leave behind for those ahead of us. So thank you again. I especially want to share some thanks for my great great grandfather, William Bill Walker, who was born in 1842 in New Jersey. He, thanks to Ancestry.com, I was able to learn about him and his service and his life because, unfortunately, for whatever reason, information wasn't passed down to us. And I want to, remember him, learn more about him, and so that I can pass that information down to my children and they can pass it down to their children. So William Walker was my great great grandfather, as I said, and he served in the U.S. Navy on the Pico. I'm not sure if that's how it's said, but it's the Pico. And during the Civil War, which was pretty awesome for me to find out. And like I said, I only know his story thanks to Ancestry.com. But the twist was I was able to get a lot of information that really told me about other members of my family, because when my great great grandfather died, which was a kind of a freak death, I would say, was because he was eating a pork chop and swallowed a bone, and he was rushed to the hospital, and unfortunately the bone punctured his lung and he passed away in the hospital within a day. But I don't know why the hospital didn't know his name or misunderstood his name, because William Bill Walker, I mean, they called him Bill, and which is kind of nice, but he was listed on a death certificate as John Walker. And John Walker, according to the U.S. Navy, did not serve on the Pico. And his widow, my great great grandmother Henrietta Walker, had to fight for his pension so that she could survive and get what he fought for, what he earned. So there's pages and pages of the deposition to prove that John Walker, that died in the hospital from the puncture from a pork chop bone, was in fact my great great grandfather, William Bill Walker. So I'm grateful to these pages of documents that opened up this world and this family member to me, and a piece of my life that I would have never known about. It was sad what had happened to him, but I'm grateful to, like I said, all this documentation that I now have that tells me about my family and other family members and friends that he had, and it's just fantastic. So if you haven't done it already, kind of like just looking back into your history, take a look, take some time. It's quite fascinating, and especially to be able to sit here on Veterans Day and say with certainty that I had a family member that fought in the Civil War, or was part of the Civil War back in 1862, 63, 64. I think he was on the ship, but and as a Black man, it was just such an honor to have, like I said, this information. So again, thank you all, and to my family, my friends, my neighbors, just everyone who has served and given their time and their love and their energy. And thank you. It just means so much to all of us in this country. Yeah, thank you again for stopping by and sharing this time with me, or listening to the recording. I wanted to pop in, and again, this is November, and I am the author of November Rain. And November Rain was also dedicated to my grandmothers, Grandma Rose and Grandma Juanita, Abuela Juanita. And this month, November 6th, was my grandmother Rose's birthday. So I also wanted to honor her this month. So there's a lot going on in November. And with the book titled November Rain, the November, of course, you can see as a special meaning to me. I wanted to offer November Rain to my friends and families and fans, or those interested, those that love romance. It's a book about second chances. Couple Tori Taylor and Antonio Martins, knew each other in high school, and 15 years later, fate brings them back together, and they sort of have to kind of move past what separated them, all that in between stuff, and try to find love again and reconnect. But there's more than that. There's abandonment, there's forgiveness, there's family. Just the comfort of all of that, and discomfort, because forgiveness can be uncomfortable for on both sides. So, I tackle that in here in November Rain. I take the reader from the streets of Harlem, to beautiful Puerto Rico. And, it's a love story, but like I said, I believe it's so much more. And I want to share this with you this month only. You can get it for 20% off. It's in the pinned post here, and you can get it for 20% off. Book Baby, you enter the coupon code NR2020 to get November Rain 20% off. So I really hope you enjoy the book. If you get the book, if you have the book already, remember, please write a review. So reviews are so important for future readers, and helps the author just to know the direction that they're moving in, or that they moved in, as well as share it with your friends. Share this stream with your friends. If you have a copy already, get another copy maybe. Christmas is coming up. 20% off is a great deal. You can get it as a Christmas gift, but it really is a beautiful story. Some of the reviews and the responses I've received so far have really moved me. I didn't when you're writing a story, you really hope and pray that you touch someone. And I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that this book was placed in my heart, and that I was able to finally publish it, and I'm able to share it with all of you. And as I promised, I'm not going to give any spoilers. Not entirely, but no spoilers. But there is a book 2 that is in the works. It's in the editing phase, so it's coming soon. But the title is Rayz of Hope, and it takes some of the characters from November Rain. We have Cliff Taylor, who is Tori Taylor's brother. So we get to continue with his story. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but Cliff Taylor definitely is the hero love interest in Rayz of Hope, book 2. And we will meet, and this is why I wanted to do this today, because the heroine of the story is Jasmine Johnson Saunders, and she is a military widow. So she's dealing with the, like moving on from being a widow and a loss, and can she find love again? Are there men out there that are willing to deal with the baggage of a widow that's lost her husband, a military wife? So I touch on that, and then Cliff has some pretty deep issues himself that he's kind of dealing with, and he's not sure if women are open to some of his flaws. So let's see what happens in Rayz of Hope with Cliff and Jasmine. And it's I love the title because 2020 has been a really tough year for many of us, but I want us to be able to look at the good in the midst of it, the rays of hope that do exist in the midst of the chaos, and that's rays of hope. That's what that is for me, and I hope that it will be that for you as well. So again, I just want to thank you. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to say happy Veterans Day. Again, thank you all so much for your service, your continued service, the love and sweat and tears that you have given for this country. I also want to offer November Rain this month for those interested or that are looking for gifts, just something to read on. Hopefully, there may be some cold November days. I mean, we're home, so something for you to read. The discount NR 2020 is available on either the soft copy, the paperback, and also the electronic version. So take advantage of the discount this month and enjoy November Rain in November, or get it as a gift. And get ready for Rays of Hope is around the corner. So you can read the story of Cliff Taylor and Jasmine Johnson Saunders and find out how this military widow moves forward in her life, to find love again, to accept love again after she's lost her husband. And, you can visit my Facebook like page, which is written by Maureen Anderson, or MA Writer Life. I'm on Instagram, MA Writer, WRITERLIFE, MA Writer Life on Instagram. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Ciao.